Right. Let's get this bucket of bolts up and running, shall we? Oh, I tried yesterday and I failed, and I will not be let down a second time. Not this time. So I thought we'd have a visit of the northeast of New York with this fella here, the Amtrak ACS 64. I think I'll do a couple of runs maybe. That's the idea. I wanted to do that, but I'll leave that for another day. Don't want people getting bored of me doing shunters all day long. Anyway, let's take a look at what there is to do. I would like to go from New York Penn. I've got to find it first. New York Penn to New Rochelle, 7:55. Operate a Northeast Regional Service, northbound from Newark Penn, not New York Penn. Newark Penn. Be aware of the extended layover at New York Penn. It's quite a tongue twister, that, isn't it? New York Penn, New York Penn. Got to get that right, haven't you? The objective is to get at least one service under my belt completed. But you can never be sure. Right. Reflection from outside on the TV is not ideal. Oh, hang on, what am I doing? The thing fell off. Oh dear, my controller's unplugged itself. What are we doing? It's not what I wanted to be. Oh, it's New York Liberty, that's it. Oh dear, I made a mistake. That was my fault. I was looking at the wrong one. Hang on, we got to go all the way back. I wanted to start at the airport and then go to New Rochelle. Not at that bridge. Struth. Alright, let's try again. Going backwards and forwards. Come on, hurry up, thank you. Newark Liberty International Airport. Action. Oh, okay, even better. Oh, I'm glad I picked that one. That's ideal. Leonardo Thompson. Hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Hope everyone is all safe and well. It's weird now about the pandemic. I mean, do you call it a lockdown still, or not anymore? I don't know. I've lost the will to live about it, to be honest. I'm just like, oh, let it be over now, please. I can't take it anymore. Right, I'm not going to be doing that signal stuff because that just annoyed me. Well, I need to do some housekeeping. There, that's the independent brake and sand. Pantograph is up. NBC is in the closed position. We need the cab light off. Makes it easier to see. Desk and console light. Happy days. Wait until 7:17. Like a barren, it's like the apocalypse has descended. Bit of a barren place. Oh well. It's not the end of the world, is it? How many coaches have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Bye bye, person. Bye bye. You've got in the way of my camera. Should reset itself. Move down. Move down. You're gonna move down. No? Move down. Okay, time to go. Alright. There we go. I forgot to release the automatic brake. Oopsie daisy. Hang on. Yes, here we go. Frickin' finally, we're up and running. I wish you could do runs with the cab car going to Liberty, going to the airport and back. That'd be quite fun. Imagine that, like you take the ACS 64, you go from the airport to New York Penn, and then you change ends and go back in the cab car. I think that'd be perfect, but it doesn't do it for some reason. VAI can do it, but I actually can't. The player can't. There we go. Right, our first stop is New York Penn. Due in at 7:21 AM. Happy days. Lorenzo, hi, hope you're having a great day. I'm having a good day, thank you. I'm the first to like this video. Excellent. Matthew, hey, how are you? We could use another Amtrak locomotive. Yeah, Amtrak is a little bit light on stock on this game. I'm sure another one won't hurt at all. And a route. Let's use that cab car. Yeah, the cab car is a bit useless, I'm afraid to say. All the services going one direction from New York Penn to, well, Newark Penn, I think. Even though in theory they can go to the airport, but there we go. That's the way it is. And we got a speed limit of 35. Excellent. Have you heard of the update coming to the 204, a new scenario lasting almost 2 hours? Yeah, I have. I had a little peekaboo of it. When did it come out? Was it this afternoon or was it yesterday? I can't remember. But very interesting that all of a sudden they're adding well, way longer than I expected services. 2 hours. I mean, freaking hell. I wonder what that is going to be. It's going to be obviously some shunting wagons, or it could be mainline runs on main Spencer Barn. If you just don't know. The only thing is they haven't announced when it's coming. So, but it's good to see that that the updates to the 204 are on the way. We just have to wait and see what it will be. Whoa! Now we got a break. And we just brake 100%. There we go, good brakes on the 64. What is that? Oh, it's another track. Oh, I'm stuck anyway. Let's see if I can... Oh, look. Talking of which, here comes another one. Hey, buddy. Let's take a look at the chat. Jackson Payne, hey, how you doing? Lorenzo, do you know how to make a route on Train Sim World? No, and I probably never will know how to make one. I'll leave it to the experts. If I was to make a route, it would just be a barren wasteland with a piece of track and the train falling over to the side. That's probably what it would be like, really. Matthew, is Rivet Games the first to add an update to a scenario for free to Train Sim World? I think... I believe so, yes. Updates to surfaces, you mean? No. Dovetail Games added a new freight services for the 38-2 on this very route, actually, on Northeast Corridor, because when it came out, Northeast Corridor, the 38 didn't have any freight services at all. Whoa, I'm being an idiot. Need to get off the automatic brake first before we can leave, buddy. Okay, next stop is the special stop at Secaucus Junction in 5 miles, due in at 7:29. But a scenario, no. Again, we'll have to wait and see what happens on that front. So, there we go. There we go. Jackson paid. Where is the power plant on Transpennine? Oh, sugar. I know what you mean. I just can't remember. Oh, bloody hell! I think it's as you come out of Standard Tunnel, the big long 3 to 4 mile tunnel. The first station is it? No, I'm on about the balloons. Sorry, I'm on about the balloons. The power plant, I think it's just... there's 2 of them, isn't there? There's one to the left and there's one on the right hand side. I think... Well, let's put it shortly. It's either before... I think it's before the long tunnel, I think. I can't exactly pinpoint where. But yeah, it's interesting. The power plant has some significant historical statistics and reason for it being there, of course. Let me just have a check on Fingerbob a minute. What's his face? Ah, here we go. I'm just having a look at the forum one here. Hang on. Come on. Load up your bucket of bolts. Announcing the 204. Yeah, I'm not interested in that, you numpty. It was this morning, that's it, okay. Okay, yeah, I already know about that. Oh no, that was last month. Okay. Come on, buddy. Somewhere over here. Ah, here we go. What's that? It's coming soon, the 204 update. Yeah, but when, buddy? When? When's it coming? Need to know when it's coming. Offset bogey fixed and failure markers have been added. A climb ladder animation fixed. Added one scenario that is 1 minute and 50 minutes long from Lower Industrial Yard to Lombard. Added additional services that are approximately 30 minutes long. One service, okay. This service will replace the dock freight move service. Both of these scenarios feature runaround yards and stations. If you have any questions, we're happy to answer them. So anyone is near 2 hours long. Added one additional service that's approximately 30 minutes. Okay, that's interesting. So it's not a bucket load of new services, it's just one big long one. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Jackson paid maybe the next DLC will be the Pacer trains. Oh, I don't know, buddy. I don't know. It could be anything. It's a funny old game when it comes to predictions, because that's the beauty of Train Sim World, isn't it? Because there's so much to choose from, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what they'll do next. Could be, you know, a small section out of a big route, or a little railway, or a loco add-on for this or for that, and you're just like, which one? Yeah. Yeah, but that scenario, 2 hours. That's a long one. I'm interested to see what they do there. But Dovetail is interested as well to see what the services of it. That has interested me. That one big new service, 30 minutes long. It still kind of doesn't satisfy me though. I would have liked to have more services throughout the day, not just one big long one. I want more throughout the day, and especially want another couple at the Lure Bahnhof Industrial Yard. I want another 2 on those at least. I know I'm being a bit picky, but you know, if you can get services in the morning, surely you can get some services in the afternoon in the dockyard, not just in the morning, but in the afternoon, and maybe night time as well. Here we are approaching Secaucus Junction. Here we go. Brake, please. There we go. Really? I stopped there. You're telling me that's not enough? Are you mad? Well, that should do it. Here we go. Right. Jackson Payne, sorry. Bam Bam, hey, how are you doing? Jackson Payne, I wish that TSW would add older train cars. Oh, what, like freight and coaches? Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to see, wouldn't it? Different liveried older coaches and freight rolling stock. Oh, for passenger, for German passenger trains. Ah, well, that's a different thing. I don't know how they work around that really, because it's the licensing, isn't it? Well, I doubt it'll be it might be, well, they'll be pretty restrictive on it, won't they, Dovetail, because they don't want to lose their ties to a particular brand. That probably doesn't want them to be festooned in different liveries. What am I doing? Need to release the brakes. Right, the next stop is New York Penn. It's very silent, this ACS 64. Now I'm on the roof. get out of the roof. Let me get down. Here we go. Bam Bam, good man, how's your day today? Yeah, it's been alright, yeah. Not too bad. Not much to shout about, really. Not much to shout about, I'll be honest there. I'll be honest. What time are we doing? 7:37 AM. Got a speed limit of 75. We've got a yellow coming up, which is a bit of a surprise. Oh no, now it's turned to a green. Okie dokie. Got a speed limit of 60. Oh, I'm using the wrong braking. Need to use the automatic brakes. That's what I need to be using. Get that speed down, get it 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 down. Keep going until we enter the tunnel. There we go. In we go. This is what Dovetail should do with the Long Island Railroad and the Northeast Corridor. They should combine the two together, and you could see Amtrak trains and Long Island Railroad trains and New York Penn Station together. I mean, that would just be awesome. Well, that's what I think would be cool, but there we go. Maybe we could get an Austrian route. Yeah, Austria would be quite good. Austria and Switzerland. Very good scenic railways. Of course, you've got the peaks, the jaggedy peaks in Switzerland that borders France. So that would be certainly nice to see. Beautiful vistas. I remember in Forza Motorsport 4 years ago on the old Xbox, they went out there and made a fictional racetrack, and some of the visitors were just incredible. You know, seeing the snow-capped mountains, it was fantastic. A good visual treat, that's for sure. When I was looking at, in general, I was just having a look around the forums because I was a bit bored. One railway in particular, or route that potentially could be a possibility, is the Tyne-Wear line going from Newcastle to Carlisle, but obviously 60 miles, Dovetail won't do that. So I was thinking maybe Newcastle to, oh sugar, where was it going to? Whistle or something, Holt Whistle, whatever that station's called. But yeah, the Tyne-Wear line, or Tyne Valley line, that looks got me very interested. Because I know in the past Dovetail said a long time ago they were interested to see of how great a route to or from Newcastle would be, and well, you never know. And I think the locos for that route in particular operate were the Pacer, the Class 43, a green liveried 66, and a Class 156 and a 159. just reduce the brakes because we've got a massive 2% uphill gradient in the tunnel, so that should help us get down to the speed limit of 15, which is nice. Oh, Victoria Line, oh yes, Crossrail, oh yeah. Yep, the purple train, oh know about that. They started doing some services going to Reading, I think, with the the Victoria Line services. I'm not sure if they're on trial or testing them or actually being put into operation for passengers. Yeah, I have been seeing those running around, I think late last year. Oh, it's the cab car. Hey buddy. He's off. If you're wondering, the cab car comes with only 13 extra services. Not as many. And funny enough, actually the ACS 64 comes with some additional services as well. I think you just have to take him to the yard, or a Sunnyside yard, and leave them there and then bring them out of the yard and take them to New York Penn. Which was interesting. I think the services went up to 186 on the ACS 64 when the Amtrak shunter came out for Sunnyside Yard last year. It would be nearly a year old. Could you believe it? Which would be interesting. Right, here we go. Let's apply the brakes. Pretty good brakes, not gonna lie. There we go, now we can stop. Thank you. Ding dong, we're here at New York Penn, and there's nothing here. See, this is what I was on about. If he had the M3s or the M7s scuttling around here, it'll make it feel so much better. Just take a look at the map a minute. Come on, wakey wakey. Come on game, wake up. It'll wake up in a minute. Just needs a bit of time. Unless the game broke or froze. There we go, always rely on it. Yeah, it doesn't show. It doesn't show like Long Island City or any of that lot. Let's have a look. No, it's still parked up. God, all these people all running away from me. Oh, I'm minimum application anyway, so it doesn't matter. Edward, hey, hello, how are you? Will the Northeast Corridor ever get an extension? I doubt it, to be honest, because they pretty much have to upgrade the entire route visually and fix the signal and safety systems to even have a prayer of getting a extension. They got to fix the actual original NEC corridor before they even think about doing an update to it, but there we go. Jackson Payne, we should get an American Midwest route. The Peninsula Corridor is in the west. It is indeed. Good old California. California, is it? Yeah, California. I was about to say Los Angeles then. I'm getting confused. No, it's California, isn't it? Yeah. not very 100% accurate geographically in that part of the world, I'll be honest. I will be honest. Come on, what's taking so long for these passengers to load up? What are we waiting for? What, are the doors not open or something? They're taking forever. What's going on? Come on, why are you all getting on board? What's going on? What's going on? They're slowly filling up with passengers, but my god, it's taking an age. It's truth. Ugh, never mind. Just gotta wait. Wait and see. Right. Dee 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 dee. Whew. Imagine taking so long to load a train. I am imagining it. I'm experiencing it. I can't do anything about it. Dearie me. I'll tell you what I was looking at today. I was looking at... I know you're probably going to go like, oh, here we goes again. I was looking at the Long Island Railroad stuff in real life, and fascinating. The difference between the game and real life. Like, scenery-wise, it's so different. Long Island City is completely different in real life to how it is in the game. So different, it's unbelievable. I mean, you've got the World Trade Center and the, I think it's the Chrysler Building or the Empire State Building, literally like a mile or two away, and you can see it quite clearly in reality, in real life. But obviously in the game, it's not modelled out very well. I also saw the brand spanking new M9s, and they look unbelievable. Like, they're like on another level compared to the M7s. 100%. What else did I see in that particular video? I think I saw the 30 AC, the blue and yellow diesel, doing the rounds there. Right, time to rock and roll. Let's go. And the next stop is the final one, New Rochelle. A straight charge. There we go. And we got a yellow, so we're probably going to have to come to a standstill in about 30 seconds. Which will be annoying. Oh no, we got another yellow. Okay. Okay. Do we have another tunnel to another train up ahead maybe, or one that's using our tunnel? Come on, games, speed up. God, you're slow as a snail today. What's the matter with you? No, we haven't. Okay, should be okay then to carry on. Jackson painted simulating how long it takes to load passengers on board in real life. Yes. I wish it didn't. Jackson Ben, the M9s are very similar to the M8s. That is true. But the one I was looking up for was that MP15 AC. I can't stop looking at it. I just want it so badly now on Long Island Railroad. Like badly. It just looks so cool, yeah, yellow and blue. It's just awesome. I mean, the only videos I managed to see it running around on is Jamaica Minola, quite popular, and the Montauk branch, or the freight branch line, whatever you call it. But yeah, I'd love to see a diesel, that 15 AC on Long Island Railroad. I can just imagine like doing so many things in service mode. And I suppose it would have to because of the what the Caltrain shunter services set a pretty high precedent. Yeah, but I'd love to see that. That's probably the only loco I'd like to see on Long Island Railroad now, is that shunter. I never knew about it until a couple of weeks ago. And now I'm just desperate for it, but I'm probably never gonna see it. I don't think even Train Simulator has it. I tried to search on Train Simulator, there's nothing about it. Jackson, I saw a video of the inside of the MP15 AC in real life. Oh wow. I obviously didn't come across that video. Another loco which I got particular interest into all of a sudden was the very iconic Deltic. Yes, the big Deltic diesel in the UK. Absolute monster. I read it was a BBC News report on it, and when the presenter's standing next to the Deltic, it is absolutely humongous. It's huge. I can see why it was such an icon. God almighty. Yeah, but the Deltic, I'd definitely like to see that. That would be a fantastic vintage diesel to have. Imagine having that on West Somerset. Imagine having that on West Somerset. I would approve of that, 100%. It was a railroad museum in Long Island. Oh, didn't know they had a railroad museum in Long Island. Oh. I think if I ever go to New York again, well, I probably won't visit this year, but if I do visit New York, I'll have to try and make a brief stop in Long Island, try and experience the actual railroad, see it in real life, compare it to the game. But then again, you got to remember that when Dovetail was making the Long Island Railroad, we're talking nearly 2 years back, so I'm sure there's going to be some differences, not just the loco stock, but the route itself. Oh no, where was it? I saw it earlier today. I was looking at railways in Tokyo, in Japan, and there was one particular route that went slap bang right through the centre of Tokyo, and I found it absolutely fascinating. I was just saying to myself, yeah, that will be a good route for Train Sim World. You know, it'd just be so cool because it would just be insane, you know, just having a busy busy railway and slap bang in the middle of Tokyo. Now that will be unreal. It would just be wild. It would just be chaos. It'd be crazy. It'd be mad. We've got a 50 mph speed limit coming up. Right about now, that will do, I think. How long have we got time-wise? It's done what, 40 minutes this has taken so far. What's the time? 8:30. I might have to call it a day after this, I'm afraid. Time is getting against me. I wasn't planning on doing this stream tonight, well, in the UK at night time, but yeah, I thought I just couldn't get out of my head of that Northeast Corridor stream. I thought, get out, get it done with, get one under my belt, and then I'll have to worry about a stream till the weekend coming up. I know I'm doing next weekend with the stream. I'm going to be attempting West Somerset Railway following weekend with the 33 or the 52, so if you like the West Somerset Railway, feel free to come along and see the West Somerset under the spotlight once more. The travel enthusiast. Hello, how are you? Who said the Bronx? Me. I did. Coincidentally, I did a compilation of a COVID-19 bust loners in the Bronx. Oh, wow. Jackson Payne is called the Oyster Bay Railroad Museum. Thanks for that. I'll definitely have a look at that on the Google. I set up for a premiere at 5 o'clock. I think I've heard of that museum. I never have until tonight. Oh yeah, we're coming up to that Hellgate Bridge thingamabob, aren't we? I forgot about that. Right, let's get going. What's the situation in America regarding COVID-19? I know statistically it's not very good, but it depends where you live, I suppose, isn't it? What's it like in the States? Is it getting worse, or is it slowly getting better? Here in the UK it's meh, it's getting there very slowly. Where I live, we haven't had any COVID-19 deaths for a few days now, so that is very positive indeed. Let's just get on the brakes as we're going over the famous Hellgate Bridge. For New York City, it's hell. Oh, okay. I can imagine New York being a particular problem. They were the ones that first had the big outbreak in the States. Before then, of course, I don't know. I mean, if I was living in America, I honestly wouldn't have a clue what's going on. Honestly, one minute Donald Trump saying this, next minute he's saying that. Yeah, what did he say pretty famously? That was pretty stupid of him. He said of people using disinfectant a way to cure the virus. Oh, that's helpful, isn't it? People are going to shove down their ruddy throats kitchen disinfectant. It's a way to think they cure themselves. And then he's all politicising it with the media, of course, as he always does. He likes his war with the media. It's a common occurrence now in the White House. And he's saying accusations of it. What's that? Oh, it's the 38. Hello, buddy. I was wondering what that was. Doing some freight runs. Yeah. Very mixed batch of messages from Mr. Trump. I hope he gets replaced as president in November, because he's more of a liability than a reliability in America. That's just my personal point of view. He's thinking of opening up the bloody economy. Well, mate, if you open up the economy with the world's worst, what was it? Statistically, it's got the most number of infections and most brutal number of death tolls. The death toll, unfortunately, it's in the 50. I think it's what, past 50-60,000 now. So, which is absolutely terrible, of course. But I don't think opening up the economy is going to be very, very good. That will do more harm than good. And hey, maybe we should stay like that. Let the United States stay in lockdown for the rest of the year. Because over in the UK, the price of petrol and diesel and oil is cheap as chips. I could probably refill 3 cars and I won't even end up paying 100 quid altogether. It's ridiculously cheap at the moment. It's less than a quid, I think. Less than £1 a litre. First time in history. Strange times. Strange times. You should play Trains Simulator. I don't actually have that at the moment. I don't even have a well, I have a MacBook Pro, but it's not exactly new, the MacBook Pro. I've had it for quite a few years, and I don't think it'll be up to the job. I could just imagine the frame rate being higgledy-piggledy and plus I don't even have Trains Simulator. I have Trains Mobile. I used to have that on my iPad. As we're passing the yard, not much going on there, of course. Have a look. Edward, it is the epicenter. Yep, Ohio is reopening right with everything opening. Oh god, it is insane. Did you have toilet paper shortage as well? I don't know. Hanani Sierra, hey, when is a new route coming to Train Sim World? No idea. They haven't announced anything regarding routes and locos, but all I do know is that there won't be anything new this month regarding new locos and routes. It's sad, but we're living in sad times, so we just gotta hunker down and get on with it, I'm afraid. Hope everyone, of course, is obeying the rules and staying safe and well. I mean, it's strange here in the UK. My grandparents wanted me to come over for the first time since March, but I don't know if I should, to be honest. They want me to come over and out with their ready garden, but I'm a bit on the fence with it, really. I'd love to come and visit them, but I don't see how it's going to quite work. Because then I'll probably have to disinfect every single bleating thing I touch, probably. And I don't want to do that, really. It's a bit of a chore. I mean, it'd be easy to social distance in their garden, because they've got a pretty big garden. But yeah, if they want me to actually do stuff in their garden, then it means I have to use their tools. Yeah, and of course that means disinfecting it and all that stuff. And they're currently having an extension built on their house. That's now been allowed to proceed. So that just makes things a bit more complicated, because there's another person from not their household around. So I'm just like, oh no, here we go. It's unbelievable how time is flying by with this pandemic. It's crazy. Bring your own tools from home. I do not have the tools that they require, I'm afraid. My garden is nowhere near as big as theirs, believe me. I presume they basically want me to cut their grass, I suppose. That's probably the main concern, or probably cut down bamboo, and that's probably what they want me to do, off the top of my head, knowing them. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to bring a lawnmower over. They said to me over the phone last week they brought a brand spanking new one. So I was like, oh, I might as well take advantage of that then. What's the point bringing my father's one over. When I could just put their new one to use. How far are we away from New Rochelle? Less than 6.5 miles. His name is Rail Fanner on YouTube. Right. I'll tell you what I do watch, the rail live camera streams. I find them particularly interesting. They're good for getting you to sleep. Then you get woken up in the middle of the night with a train just blaring by past the cameras. Yeah, but all NEC needs really is a bit of a visual uplift. Because if you compare this route to, well, Long Island Railroad, it's very different visually. It's much more cleaner and crisper. I mean, okay, we're not talking PC graphics here, but I think NEC just needs a little bit of sparkle, really. It just feels sad because it will be a great route. It is a good little route. It just feels neglected, even though it's had an update to it, an add-on to it. It still feels a bit neglected, really. And I think in the far future, probably, I don't know, next year maybe, the year after, for next, I'd quite like to see another Amtrak passenger train stomping around these grounds. I think that'll be quite good fun. But I don't know. I mean, we don't know about the situation with Amtrak or Dovetail regarding Train Sim World. Has their partnership ended? Has their license agreement been extended? You just don't know. All sorts of scenarios and situations will start running through your head, thinking, oh, is it this? Could it be that? It might be this or that, you know, and you just wonder, don't you? Because you haven't seen any Amtrak stuff really since last July, I think, off the top of my head. So you do wonder. I mean, I wonder if the actual brands of like Amtrak and so on and so forth, I wonder if they get frustrated with the lack of coverage or the lack of exposure they get. I mean, Amtrak must be reeling right now, you know, over a year since they last had anything new to Train Sim World. I bet they must be reeling of it. Because they probably love to expand their commercial opportunity. Publicity is good publicity. St. John's, I watch ASMR to go to sleep. Ooh. Good idea. What do I watch? I watch the is it the one at Dawlish and the south coast? Oh, southwest. Yeah, the Dawlish one where the tracks got washed away a few years ago. I quite like watching that now and again. Especially at the moment, I think they're doing some works on trying to strengthen the wall. Seawall, it's still not 100% seaworthy. We've got less than 3 miles to go until New Rochelle. Quite enjoyed going back on this route, especially after you've left New York Penn. You forget about all this, you know, going to New Rochelle, you know. Jackson Payne, Deutsche Bahn is really happy since TFW they keep adding new DPR. They do. They must be delighted with the amount of coverage they're getting. You know, all these local. I think they've had 2 local add-ons. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. 4 routes. You know, and of course you can mix and match all the locos and all the different routes. You know. I just wish it could be the same for the North American and the United Kingdom, but I don't know, maybe Deutsche Bahn paid a significant amount of money. They might have lured Dovetail to make more stuff for them. 1.2 miles to go, and we're going to be late actually. Slightly late. I was too busy chatting away, not focusing on the speed, but oh well, it's not the end of the world, is it? I don't even know what part of New York we're in now once we're coming into New Rochelle. Where's New Rochelle in New York, anyone? Where is it? Give me an indication. Where's New Rochelle in Manhattan? Would it even be in Manhattan? I don't know. Maybe New Jersey. I don't know. Oh, losing sense of direction. Yeah, look at all these buildings, look. Tower blocks and all. Lovely, look at it. You just, again, when you don't visit the old routes, you just forget all this, you know, stuff. Visually, what you have to do, driving the trains, you know. It's unreal, the difference. It's like literally, it's like exploring a brand new route. That's what I like about revisiting the old stuff. You just forget. Right, we gotta stop. So way over the mark. Here we are, New Rochelle. What's going on in New Rochelle? We've got buildings here. There's a multi-story car park. Waiting for a sign. How about this one? No, thanks. It's a bit big for my liking. Yeah, look at it. I like New Rochelle. I mean, it's obviously very quiet, but I don't know, just something about it I quite like. It's a nice little building there by the sun. I quite like it. Mr. Mats, hey, how are you? Will you do another M3 stream? I probably will, yes. But when? I'm not sure. I'm currently... The ideal schedule is to keep it one stream every weekend, I think. In the week it's at times pretty difficult. But of course this is an exception. I tried to do a stream yesterday but failed miserably. But there we go. That took just under 54 minutes, almost an hour. So we had an hour of me nearly chatting away and banging on about life and Train Sim World and things like that. Where did we stop at? Newark Penn, Secaucus Junction, New York Penn, and then finally terminating at New Rochelle. Lovely. That was a good little run, wasn't it? Come on, where's this actually going to? Washington DC to Boston, I think it said. Please exit the vehicle here. Mind the gap between the train and the platform. Where are we meant to? Okay. Oh, we don't. The train don't want us to go now. Alright. This is what I like about it. When you leave, when you get out of the locomotive, you can see it run away. Bye bye. Goodbye. Bye. There we go. He's gone. He's off. He's off to Boston or Washington DC or wherever he's going. Mr. Bass, the skyscrapers add something to it. I agree with you there. It makes you feel like you're in, well, in New York. Jackson Payne, it is in Boston. Ah, Massachusetts. I see. Okay. Shane Jones, I wish you could stand in the stair steps and look at us while the train is moving. Yeah, it would be nice. It wouldn't last long, mind you. It'd probably kick you out of the session. But yeah, I think that will conclude the stream. That was nice to revisit the Northeast Corridor. If you want me to do another stream on the Northeast Corridor, maybe exploring the freight stuff, then with the 38-2 or maybe the cab car or the shunter, then of course let me know let me know now if you want me to do a stream in the future, or again on Northeast Corridor, then I will, do not worry. But yeah, I think I will call it a day, I think. So that was fun, wasn't it? Going from Newark Liberty International Airport all the way to New Rochelle, and quite a nice fitting way to end the stream in the very quiet and urban area that is New Rochelle. So yes, I will be off now, and I may take care of yourselves, everyone, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.